Okay, next task is a task 19 Q. Open the presentation saved in task 19N. Apply transitions between all slides in your presentation. Animate all the bullets on slide 3 so that they appear one at a time. Save the presentation. Okay, now we have to apply transitions as well as animation for task 19N. Okay, so in presentations I'm going to open task 19N. Okay, so this is the task 19N open in a PowerPoint presentation. Now here we have to enter here we have to enter transition first. Now what is this transition? Transition means when we are going to change from one slide to other, that time we can apply effect for the previous slide to change to the second slide with some extra effects, and these effects we can apply by using various themes. Okay, so effects are given here. Here is a cut effect, fade effect, push effect. These all effects are used when we want to appear or we want to open a new slide on a screen. Okay, so here are number of effects are given. How you can get this effect? When you click on a transition on a menu bar, then here you can see the number of transitions effect. If you want to see the more transition effect, then you can click on this arrow so that number of transition effects we can get here. Anyone you can select, that particular selected transition effect will be applied to the slide. For example, suppose here I have selected slide number 1, and for this slide number 1 we are going to apply a transition effect fade. Okay, so transition effect fade is applied to slide 1. Here we can also check other effects. Here is a push effect, here is a wipe effect, here is a split effect, here is a reveal effect, here random bars effect, shape effect. Okay, so number of effects are given here. You can choose which you like. Okay, now here I am selecting the fade effect, and this effect is now only applicable for the slide 1. And when we apply the transition effect to the particular slide, then the slide is a mark with a star, gray star. Okay, so if you want to apply this effect to the all slides available in the presentation, then here is a one option, that is apply to all. Now you have applied this fade effect to the first slide. Now if you want to apply the same effect to all the slides, then you can click on apply to all, so that you can see here that each and every slide is a mark with the star, means the transition effect is applied for these all slides. Now we'll check the transition effect. Okay, so when I click on the slideshow, here you can see the effect of slide fade effect is provided to the slide. So when you open that slide, you will get the effect to display. Now here is effect of fade. Here is the effect of fade you can display for the content here. Okay, so here you can see the fade effect. I will change the effect, that is a push effect, and we will check. Okay, so this is the push effect. I will apply this push effect for all the slide. Click on a first, apply the push effect, and this apply to all. Now we'll check the push effect. Execute this slideshow. Okay, this is the push effect used in PowerPoint first slide. Then this is the second slide, third slide, fourth slide. Okay, so this effect we can provide, this effect we can apply to each and every slide in the presentation. Okay, so this is a transition effect. Any transition effect we can apply by selecting any one of these. Okay, so now transition effect we have applied. Now how we can effect? So one more thing, if you want to remove the effect of this transition, you can click on none. Okay, so to remove effect of the transition effect for all slides, you have to select those slide and click on to none, so that the transition effect will be removed from these slides. Okay, so these two slides were not selected. I'm going to select it again and click on a none, so that effect will be gone out. Okay, so here the star marks are not displayed. Now one star marks is displayed over here for the first slide. Why? Because this slide has an audio. That extra feature is there, so it marks with the star sign. Okay, now animation. Now we are going to see the animation effect. In animation effect, we can apply this effect to any object used in a slide. Okay, now here is a slide 3, and in this slide 3, number of bulleted list items are given. Okay, in the list item, if I want to apply any animation for this particular box having the list items, then how I can apply? Now check here, we can apply. Now here are number of animations are given. Now these animations are categorized in 3 types: entrance, emphasis and exit, and one more things that we have here given, that is motion paths. Okay, now when we can use this entrance animation effect, when we can give the emphasis animation effect, and when we can give this exit effect. Okay, see, the entrance effects are given in a green color, emphasis effects are given in a yellow color, and exit effects are given in a red color. Motion paths are also given there, which can use for the animation of moving one object from other in a particular path. Okay, so that time we have to use motion paths. But when we want to appear any text, or when we want to apply animation effect for the entry of any object, then we can select any one effect from these options, green options. And if the object is placed, slide is going on, slide we can see on a screen, it appears on a screen, and at that moment, if I want to show any animation effect, slide is on, slide we can see on a screen, and if I want to apply any animation effect for any particular object on that slide, then we can use the emphasis, any one of these. And when a slide is going to disappear, the object is going to disappear. At that time, if you want to apply any effect, then you can select it from any one of these red signs, red effects. Okay, so at the time of disappearing, we can use these signs. When slide is on and it's on a screen, then we can use any one of this animation effect. At the appearing means when at the entry of any object on the slide, at the entrance time, we can apply any type of this animation effect given in the green. Okay, so here are effects, different effects. When you click over here, those animation effects we can see. Now You can also enter animation effect from this option, but most of the PowerPoint presentation creators are using this add animation because by using this we can add animations for particular object, for particular box, for particular text, image. Okay, so for particular object we can add animation by using this. So mostly I refer this, I prefer these options to add any animation for any object. Okay, now suppose this object is selected and for this object I want to apply an animation. Okay, then what I will do, suppose I want to apply animation effect for this text, and animation effect will be fly in. Okay, so when I apply this effect, then the text, all the text which is listed in a bullet format, those have got the animation effect and they scroll up from down. Okay, now this effect we can see in two types, either in animation pane or itself over here. So when I click on an animation pane, all the effects are displayed over here. When I click here, you can see the effects are shown in the green color. Okay, so these objects are used, these elements are used individually, use this animation effect for each and every text in bullet list. Okay, so these lists are given, these animations are given a particular number, that is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. These are the called sequence or the called order of animation. You can change the order of animation by using this move earlier or move later. Okay, when suppose you want to change the particular, this animation has to display first, then you can click on a move earlier so that it will display first. Okay, and if you want to apply this effect to the first, you can click over there and you can click move earlier so that this will display first. Okay, so this effect order we can change by using this reorder animation. Okay, once you have completed, now we will see the how this particular slide will give you effect. When I click, the first text appears. When I other click, second text appears. Next click, third appear. Click. When I click, each and every item appears on a screen. Okay, each and every item appears on the screen when I click on the particular object or when I click on the slide. Okay, now suppose these text or bullet list displays one by one, but I want to display these list items at a time. Then how can I do? So for that you have to select the box. I have selected the box and here is the effect option. Click on a effect option and here three sequences you are getting as one object, by paragraph and all at once. By paragraph means one by one it will display. As one object means the box of list items considered as a one item and one object, and it will apply the effect for whole. Okay, so I apply this effect for the whole box. Okay, now if you see the animation, here you can see when I click, the whole box considered as a one object and it scroll up, or the effect is applied for the whole structure. Okay, now as we did before that, we have applied for a particular one by one particular element, so we will apply the same effect that was previous one. So paragraph by paragraph, so if I use the paragraph, then one by one it goes to display. Okay, now here sequence is also given. Now here more things are given here, that is a on click, duration and delay. Now on click means when you click, then only the object next object will appear or next animation will appear on a screen. But suppose automatically the animation has to take without click, then we can select after previous. With previous we don't have to select because all the elements can work at a time. Okay, so either you have to select after previous or on click. So mostly after previous is a very important. Okay, means when the next element will give the animation effect after 50 milliseconds. Okay, after 50 milliseconds it will change. Okay, so this effect is applied over here. You can see in animation pan. Okay, I maximize this part so you can see over here. This effect is displayed like, suppose I want to apply a paragraph is applied over here. Okay, one by one it displays. And if I want to display after previous, and if I want to add delay between the two, okay, so here I want to explain first what is delay and what is duration. So the duration means for how much time you want to keep a single animation effect, means in how much time the animation effect has to complete its one track. Okay, and after completion next effect has to start, but how much time it should take to start the next animation effect, that is decided by delay. Duration is decided by a single animation, how much time to take the complete that animation, and once that animation is completed, to go on a next animation how much time is to take, that is decided by delay. Okay, suppose here this effect is given. Suppose I want to add duration for this effect, but all these are selected with the click options. So when I check this, here I have to click, here I have to click, here I have to click. Okay, now this click effect I don't want to apply. So what I want to do, first of all I will select this first animation, and I am selecting here after previous. Duration will take 15 milliseconds, and after 25 milliseconds the next effect has to start. So I will click over here, after previous, after 50 milliseconds it will start. Next, this effect will take 50 milliseconds. After previous effect I am going to apply, so it changed to this way. Okay, now same thing I have to apply for the next, after previous. So after previous is changed. Next is after previous. I am also using after previous for this. After previous, this effect is also after previous. This effect is applied for the next track after previous. Okay, so here I have mentioned the delay only in static images. While static images, here I have mentioned the delay. When I click over here is the delay mentioned. If I remove this, see, the delay is gone away. Okay, now first of all we will see the effect. Here after previous is given. We start this. The first, second, third, after that I don't have to click over here, automatically it displays. Now it goes fast display. If I want to add delay, then how I can add? Okay, so here is a static image. Here I am going to apply delay of 1 second. Here I applied delay of 1 second. Okay, and for transition I am going to apply delay of 1 second. Okay, now we'll check the effect. Okay, here displayed, here fast displayed. Wherever we give delays, there we are getting time in between the two transitions or two animation effect. Okay, so at the two things here for transition, I mean after sound we have applied delay of 1 second, and after text we have applied delay of 1 second, and after static images also we have applied delay of 1 second. Okay, so these effects are applied over here, that we can check here from when you click on a, yes, here you can see how the execution is there. Delay, start, delay, started, delay. Okay, so here the execution starts in this way. Okay, now in your 19 now in this task, it is said that apply the transition between all slides in your presentation, animate all the bullets on a slide 3 so that they appear one at a time. So we have to do one at a time. Okay, so we will make a change. Suppose if you want to remove this whole animation, a particular animation you can remove by using this option remove, or if you want to remove all this animation, you can select all, click on a remove, so the all animations will get removed from this option. Now I want to apply a fresh animation for the text, that it must appear one at a time, one by one. You don't have to apply. So I'm using a fade-in effect, a flying effect. Okay, and but all this bulleted list must animate in one, so as one object. So the one, by selecting this one object, we can move or we can apply animation effect to whole bulleted box, bullet list box. Okay, so this we have completed our task 19Q. Now save this file, save as. (19Q). Okay, if you want to change this, if check this effect, then here you can see when you click, the whole list box will appear on screen, or animation effect is applied for this